Hello again and welcome to one video with Wice World English. The topic that we have today is for basic, and don't forget to check the comments because you will be able to see the link with all the videos organized in categories. The topic that we have today is we're gonna review connectors, right? And today we're gonna review the connectors because and so. All right, we're gonna review these two connectors. Okay, so we're gonna work with because and so today because sometimes people confuse these two connectors. Okay, we're gonna use because and so to connect two clauses. Remember that a clause is something that has a subject and a verb, and we're going to use because and so to connect two clauses. Okay, so let's start with because. When do we use because? We use because to give a reason, right? For example, I will make a sandwich. Why? Well, obviously, you know, because I am hungry, right? So I will make a sandwich because I am hungry, right? And remember that we're talking about two clauses. So you will see two subjects and you will see two verbs, right? Okay, so that's the correct way to use the connector because. Okay, so look at that, two subjects and two verbs. Watch out. Okay, these are some examples of sentences that I usually see when people are learning English. If you look at the sentences, all these sentences are incorrect. Can you correct the sentences? This is a moment for you to pause the video and try to correct the sentences. Remember that what we said before. We use because to connect two clauses. So you will need two subjects and two verbs. Okay, I hope you paused the video and now let's see the corrections. For example, these are typical mistakes in writing. The first one, I like Jenny because she is very intelligent, you see. The second one, I don't like this city because that's not correct. We have to say because it is very cold, right? And the last one, I eat vegetables because they are good for my health, right? They are good for me. Okay, very good. So remember, we use because to connect two clauses. And in one clause, you need a subject and a verb. Remember that. Now, look at the sentences. Something interesting is that you will notice that the two sentences are a little different, right? The meaning is equal, they are the same, but you will see that I changed the order. I changed the order of the clauses, right? In the first one, I start with I will make a sandwich because I am hungry. But in the other one, I say because I am hungry, I will make a sandwich, right? So I started with because in the second sentence. What do you notice different? The comma, right? So that's something that we need to take into consideration, right? Remember the correct punctuation. If you start with because, that would be the dependent clause, right? If you start with a dependent clause, you will need a comma, right? Starting with because. Now let's talk about so. When do we use so? That's an interesting question. We use so when we want to talk about a cause in the first clause. In the first clause, we talk about a cause, and in the second clause, we talk about a consequence or an effect, right? So this happens and this is a consequence, right? That's how we're gonna use so. For example, I am hungry. If I am hungry, what is the consequence of that? Obviously, I will make a sandwich, right? I am hungry, so I will make a sandwich, no? To understand this, I am hungry, consequently, I will make a sandwich, right? That's the consequence, I will make a sandwich. But keep in mind that so is part of the fanboys that we mentioned in one previous video, right? So we always need to use a comma before the coordinating conjunction, right? One of the fanboys. And again, remember that we're talking about two clauses, right? We're connecting two clauses. So we need, yeah, you know what we need, right? Two subjects, and we also have two verbs, right? Okay, so we're connecting two clauses, right? Two clauses, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna give you time to pause the video, and can you write 4 logical sentences to complete my idea? Okay, this is the moment when you pause the video, right? It is very cold, so, okay, can you complete my idea? 4 clauses. I hope you have paused the video, and now let me give you some possible ideas, right? Some possible ideas. For example, it is very cold, so I am wearing a jacket. It is very cold, so I'm going to put on a jacket, right? Put on a jacket. It is very cold, so I will wear my jacket. Or it is very cold, so I'll drink some hot coffee, right? Okay, any logical sentence will do. Just remember that the first part is the cause and the second part is the effect or the consequence. And don't forget the comma. Remember to use the comma. All right, and now we have here 6 sentences, right? And I want you to complete the sentences with because or so. If it's necessary to use a comma, you can use a comma, okay? This is the moment when you pause the video and complete the sentences. Good luck. Well, I hope you have paused the video and we're gonna check the answers now. First, let's start with the sentences with because. These are the 3 sentences with because. Okay, and remember, look at the second one. The second one is a little different, right? Because we're starting with because at the beginning of the sentence, right? Because Maria has too much homework, right? So remember that when we do that, we need to use a comma, right? And no, because we're starting with a dependent clause. Because Maria has too much homework, she will not go out, right? And now let's check the sentences with so. Right, Linda is a good employee, so she will get a promotion, right? Remember the punctuation. The weather is nice, so we can go on a picnic, right? The exam is difficult, so we need to study. And remember the punctuation, always before so. And all the fanboys. And that was all for the lesson today. Thank you very much for following me in Wice World English. And remember that you can follow me in all those websites, okay? Follow me there. Follow me in Facebook. Sometimes in Facebook we have some surprises. And remember that in coming soon, we're going to have some TikToks for you also. We're working on that. Thanks again for following me in Wice World English, and I will see you in future videos. Bye!